Cole Palmer finally close to returning from injury, but there are no talks between Rodrygo's cap and Chelsea for a January transfer window. Some worrying news coming out about Oscar being hospitalized with health issue. We are going to go through everything, and there are reports that suggest that Levi Colwill might be back this season, coming April 2026, just before we finish the season. We'll also talk about Andre Santos competing with Caicedo and Enzo. You made some comment about that, and Cucurella made comment on Yamal ahead of the Chelsea versus Barcelona Champions League match in Stamford Bridge later this month. Welcome back to DT Football, guys. If it's your first time, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and let me know your thoughts about everything we are going to discuss in the comment section. And without further ado, let's get into it. Firstly, let's go through this Oscar news. Oscar Mboba, I believe that is surname, Mboba Oscar, I believe. That guy, if you watch our 2013 season, I'm very sure after we won the Champions League, you guys can tell how much good and how talented of a player Oscar was for us during his time at Chelsea. You could never forget that goal against Juventus in the group stage. That brace against Juventus, we played 2-2, those turning with Pillow. There are a lot of good memories to remember about Oscar. Beautiful player, Brazilian. So there is this report from Telegraph that former Chelsea midfielder Oscar has been hospitalized after suffering a heart problem during pre-season training in Brazil. With fears growing, he could be forced to retire from the game. This is really sad, when players have... Oscar is in intensive care with heart issues. When players, an athlete is going through this kind of a heart problem, the heart is like the king in the body too, just like the head, So having to go out of the game because of health issues like this, it's always heartbreaking, and I'm wishing Oscar a speedy recovery, and I hope he will make decision best for his career and for his health and for his family's sake. So let's move to the next. This is about Palmer. They said Palmer returned to team training is fairly close. The target is for Chelsea match against Barca because the player would love to play in such an historic what am I saying? Historic match. However, Chelsea do not want to rush him back, And there is this someone posted under Palmer's page on Instagram that come back soon, Palmer, we miss you. And he replied, I miss you guys too. Cole Palmer. We all, like Maresca always said every time, that we are a better team with Cole Palmer anytime, any day. Because this guy on the field is magic. You guys could still, for the people that have forgotten, the people that have like what do they call it? Like their memory disappear fast. I don't know what to call them, Like you've forgotten who Palmer is, just like that. Just go watch the Club World Cup and what he did, and the reason why he was given the best player in the Club World Cup, and the reason why he made it to the 5th Pro. I'm saying all this because Liverpool legend John Ban has been chatting whatever about Palmer and Chelsea. I believe all these Liverpool legends, it's like Chelsea traumatized them. They are not normal. Like they only have to talk about Chelsea or say something negative about Chelsea before they can feel good about themselves. I'm starting to believe that is what's going on with every Liverpool legends, because why would you hate Chelsea so bad that you don't have anything good to say? So this is comment about Palmer. He said in many respects, Palmer coming back could distract from the other players, and they may not be as good as a team, because when he's in the team, it's all about him. They have to find the right balance. He's obviously a great player, but I don't think his return is going to make them much better, because they have been playing much more as a team without him. Have you seen Cole Palmer play with us? Have you seen how good everybody is when Palmer is on the field? Have you seen how much Palmer creates? Have you seen how much Palmer carry this team? Have you seen how much unexplainable and magical things Palmer have done in this team? Scoring 4 goals against Brighton in the first half alone. Is that beans to you? You are telling me the team will not work when Palmer is there? It's just like telling me prime Ronaldo and prime Messi, they will be problematic to the team after they come back from injury, and when they are close to coming back from injury. What are you saying, bro? It's like most of people, they should not say nothing about football. And he continued about Esteban. He said Esteban is a young player who has come into the team and is doing well at the moment. However, I remember Jadon Sancho doing the same thing. You are comparing Esteban to Sancho? That I tend to leave opinions on young players alone and wait for them to grow. We can't start putting pressure on him yet. In reality, he had 10 good games. He's done nothing. He has got a lot of potential, but we have seen that at Chelsea before, and there is a lot of examples where it hasn't worked out. So you said don't put pressure on him, but you continue. After the next statement, you put pressure on him, comparing him to Sancho, comparing him with other talent that has gone in Chelsea. How many of them get the fan out of their seat just like this boy did? Sancho has ever gotten anyone out of their seat? Where? in Chelsea. I don't know, maybe in Dortmund back then in Germany or something. You are comparing Estevao to Sancho, and with everything that boy won in Brazilian league or something. These kids you were talking about, do they want what Estevao won in Brazil? Have they ever done what Estevao did in the league where they came from before coming to the Premier League? You are just here. You know, let's just leave all these rivals, all these their legends, you know. Let them just chat whatever they want. It's not our business. Let's move into the Colwill news, you know. He said, confidential, understand Colwill recovery is going perfectly to plan, that he suffered no setback and that he's now been off crutches for more than a month and he remains on target in his rehab. Hopefully we get to see him before the end of the season. You know, he's one of our best. He's one of our best defender. I can't lie. You know, I really want to see the pairing of Fofana and Colwill. I want to see how they will pair together and how they are going to play. I want to see the stability they can bring to that back line. Are they going to be commanding? And you know, I want to really see. And Maresca talks about James' fitness. He said, I think it's also a little bit the way we use him. We play him as a midfielder or a fullback who goes inside. It's just distance run. But when you play a fullback up and down, it's distance. And I guess that doing that, you can get injured more easily. If that was the best plan for Reece James, for us to keep seeing him every day or something, I believe we can't hit our cake and have it. It's either we choose him getting injured here and there, or we let him stay fit and be on the pitch every time for us and give us other qualities that he has apart from just bumping forward. We know James can play passes from anywhere, pick up his man, score goals, you know, free kicks, all these things. So I believe this should help us, and this quality should be enough for the team, you know. And Cucurella said, I think Yamal has left national team because he knows I'm going to start doing homework on him in the training sections. You know, Cucurella is forever funny. Something like Yamal, you know, getting ready for the Champions League, making the boys scared, you know. But you never know. We are going to talk about that later. You know, it's really good. Cucurella throwing some jab already like that, you know. And Axel Disasi speaks about the competition between him and Casido and Enzo for the midfield. He said, I think it helps a lot because when the squad is strong, it ends up pulling everyone up. Of course, my competition is tough. Enzo and Mo are among the best in the league. I believe the learning I'm getting from them is essential. Let's say this exchange I'm having with them is helping me mature a lot, you know. You know, that's very good mindset, you know, looking at it from an aspect of having an exchange from them, because we are trying to share our talent, we are trying to play with each other. Yes, there must be chemistry. It's not just about you have to have exchange, you have to know how the other guy play, you have to bring stability when you are playing with them. They have to see the connection, just like I was seeing connection between him and Lavia whenever they play in the midfield, you know. But it is what it is. I just hope and Santos keep developing like this. We know how big of a talent it is with what he did at Strasbourg last season, captaining them and being the League One team of the season. I'm sure the season is still longer. We'll see more of him this season. And I've been telling guys that after our Bayern Munich game, people are saying, oh, Olise Cucurella this, Cucurella. I said, no, this guy didn't have even a successful take on against him at all. Now, finally, you can hear it from the horse mouth. Mark Olise on his toughest opponent. He said, I have faced a lot of top players over the years, but the toughest has to be Marc Cucurella. I have played against him a couple of times, and trust me, it's never easy. It's never easy. Can you hear that? So you guys, please, Cucurella is not being so. And more Turkish football betting scandal explained 1,200 players and 149 referees and draining the swamp. So imagine that, those numbers. That's some crazy something. And Mourinho said that about Turkish football. Let's not forget. And this will be the end of the video update. If it's your first time, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts about everything we have discussed. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace and love.